Policymakers and regulatory experts are actively exploring ways to create a favorable environment for technology as a service for providers and users. It's exciting to see how AfriTECH 3.0 brings together renowned tech experts, thought leaders, and innovators to share insight on how TaaS is reshaping Africa's digital landscape. The surge in technological innovation across Africa has been remarkable, driving economic growth and transforming various sectors. TaaS has emerged as the standard paradigm revolutionizing how businesses and individuals access and leverage technology solutions. The organizer, Peter Oluka of Tech Economy, believes that AfriTech provides valuable practical knowledge that empowers businesses to make well-informed decisions about embracing TaaS model with the right tools and insight to navigate the world of emerging technology.
AfriTECH, Africa Tech Alliance Forum, our aim is to provide a platform whereby industry leaders, thought leaders should be able to discuss about topical issues. And this year we thought that technology as a service is something that is evolving and is something that we should look towards it to see how to leverage the opportunities there. Today, the line between hardware and software is a kind of blurring in the sense that software is beginning to take over a lot of things. Today, nobody goes to buy CD plates. Nobody goes to buy. Africa, as it were, I'll use Nigeria as an instance. Nigeria is a country that we are mobile first nation. So people are going to leverage mobile, everything you are doing. So companies or organizations that are not looking towards, putting their services or their technology in a mobile format are going to have, they'll be found mapping, so to say. So we're trying to create that awareness on why this is what companies should be looking at, companies should be discussing, companies should be focusing on. So we thought that there's need for us to open that conversation. So that's the essence of the team.
Dr. Aminu Maida, represented by Ruben Moka, Director of Public Affairs at the Nigerian Communications Commission, highlighted the importance of infrastructure deployment in today's fast-paced world in achieving the Commission's goal of boosting Nigeria's broadband penetration rate to 70% by the end of 2025. They plan to lay 5,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables across the country, with coverage reaching at least 80% of the population, especially underserved areas.
In today's fast-paced world, the landscape of technology is continually evolving, and businesses are navigating a challenging terrain where agility, scalability, and cost-effectiveness are key. At the heart of the 5 pillars of the strategic blueprint of the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy is infrastructure. The role of critical infrastructure in enabling TaaS cannot be overemphasized. It is thus the goal of the Commission to boost Nigeria's broadband penetration rate to 70% by the end of 2025 through the laying of 95,000 kilometers of fiber optics cables across the country. In similar vein and in line with the vision of the Ministry, we are targeting the provision of coverage for at least 80% of the country population, especially the underserved and unserved population, by the end of.
Speakers after speakers underscores the importance of the event to deal with economic challenges. The event is one which opens up ways to solve social economic problems towards service delivery.
Every company's responsibility within their particular space to grow that space, and then collectively you realize that everything then contributes to grow the economy, as the case may be. One of the issues, we actually have a lot of issues that we're currently facing within the payment space, right? And one of the biggest issues is actually the infrastructure space, the infrastructure, right, that enables payments. So the infrastructure that we have today was actually built for an era where the volume and the type of digital transactions that are currently ongoing wasn't even anticipated, right? And one of the things that we're seeing is these particular infrastructures that were built decades ago cannot exactly withstand the pressure and the needs of today's digital transactions, right? And we see these things even with the issue of the currency redesign, where a lot of payments were just failing, people's banks apps were not even working, and that actually just points to the inefficiencies with the current payment infrastructure platforms, right? And that's because of just how they're built, as the case may be. The entire financial network is actually dependent on a central intermediary, right? And the central intermediary is really where the payment infrastructure comes into place. But then the technology that was used to build that central intermediary as at that time cannot exactly serve the needs of today's digital transactions, right? And that is where we...
Major challenge we're going to have is financing. Because if you look at what is happening now, most of these technologies are being priced in dollars. So for company to subscribe to it, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Ironically, naturally it would have been something that reduces your cost overhead because you will not need to employ someone to be changing your technology almost every
of the program, which is technology as a service. If you look at most services that are being provided in the technology space today, if you want to have a sustainable service, the era of trying to acquire something upfront, is getting like is being a thing of the past right now. For you to scale, you need to embrace technology as a service rather than just buying technology as like a cost. You need to be able to get this technology as a service, make use of it. Then in terms of your scalability, it's actually going to help you to scale because you can't scale if you don't have a service that can also scale as well. So these are some of the things that technology as a service brings to fore. And I would suggest that, is there to stay, is the way to go. And almost everybody that's actually, gone this direction, they're able to grow their business operation.
It's very enlightening. Prior to there were other speakers that spoke, migrating their on-prem infrastructure to like cloud and all. And, me speaking about cybersecurity, I addressed threats that are not only related to on-prem, they're also related to this cloud. So it's really eye-opening for people that may not be aware of some of the threats or vulnerabilities that can be associated to this technology as a service that we're talking about has now gotten informed about it.
Towards the end of the event, awards were presented to industries for their excellent performance in the tech ecosystem from NCC to PalmPay, among others.
Telecom sector in Africa, Nigeria is number one. I think they deserve well-deserved award. Congratulations, my brother.
With TaaS, Africa is set to bridge the digital divide that exists in the continent, emerging as a global tech powerhouse, driving innovation, inclusivity, and economic prosperity across the continent. The event happened at the Providence Hotel in Ikeja, Lagos, with the theme Technology as a Service in Emerging Technology.